One of the questions that many people ask, both Masons and non-Masons alike, when they're in the temple or they see the temple is, have you ever been up the towers? Well, the answer to that question is yes, but unfortunately they're not open to the public or the tours because of safety considerations, staircases, fire codes, and things like that. So today we're going to climb up the tallest of the towers, which is the South Tower. A lot of people don't realize, a lot of Masons don't realize that there are two lodge rooms located in these towers that were only used for a brief period of time in the 19th century. The problem is the only way to get to them is climbing up the spiral staircases, and elderly members simply had too much difficulty doing that, so these rooms were abandoned rather early. Where we're standing right now was intended for use for the Royal Arch degrees. Now you can see this room was never decorated like the rest of the building was painted by George Herzog, so it remains relatively undecorated, unadorned, and just has basic plaster on the walls. Now from here, we will be going up to the very roof of the South Tower. There's a spiral metal staircase that was installed in the 1870s when the building was completed, and we'll be climbing up that to reach the very top of the temple. So if you'd like to follow us, we'll be on our way. This is the beginning of our climb to the roof on the metal cast iron staircase that spirals all the way up to the top of the South Tower. In Freemasonry, the winding staircase is frequently used as an allegorical reference to life. You never know what's coming around the next corner, be prepared for the unexpected, that sort of thing. But in this particular instance, a spiral staircase was really the only thing from an engineering point of view that they could have installed to make it easier to get to the South Tower, up to the roof. So now we're going to take a walk up a couple of flights until we reach the roof of the South Tower, the highest point here at the Masonic Temple. Our first stop as we climb up the South Tower is at this first landing. It was here when the building was completed in the 1870s that huge wooden water tank was installed to supply water to the building. The builders found out that there was a natural spring underneath the building, and they tapped into that resource by pumping the water up here into the wooden water tank, and then from there the water would be fed through gravity to the various parts of the temple where water was needed. This is all that remains of these concrete footings of that old water tank. So let's continue on to our trip to the roof. And here we are. We're finally on the roof of the South Tower. This is the highest point in the Masonic Temple where you're able to actually step foot. The towers, as you can see, that adorn each of the four corners of the South Tower are higher, but of course you wouldn't be able to go up those unless you're a daredevil or a steeplejack or something such as that. It's a beautiful day here in Center City, Philadelphia. Wonderful fall day. You get a beautiful view of the city. When this building was completed in 1873, this was just about, for a short time, the tallest building in the city. It was shortly thereafter going to be outshone by the neighbor right across the street, which is the tower on Philadelphia's City Hall, the tallest municipal building in the world. And from here you get a good view of the top of that building as well, particularly some of the more detailed carvings of the artist Alexander Calder, whose artwork decorates the entire Second Empire style City Hall building.